Hello, my name is Jamie Lee Schneider, and I'm so excited that you're here with me in my kitchen. I must admit, though, that I am a little short on ingredients, but I always have Philadelphia cream cheese. And with this one ingredient, there are an endless amount of recipes just waiting to be born. So I looked through my kitchen to see exactly what I might have. And I've really been craving tomatoes. So I have tomatoes. And I decided I'm going to stuff this beautiful red, delicious ripe red tomato. But first I have to gut it. So what I'm going to do is just cut around the top. And really, you don't want to be too aggressive about gutting it. You just basically want to get the seeds out. You don't want to cut into the meat too much because that will kind of soften the tomato, because later we will be baking it. So you just want to get the juices out, the seeds out, and just make sure that it's not too juicy, but keep the meat. You don't want to scrape the meat because that will make it a little too soft in the oven. So then next what I'm going to do is make my stuffing. And what I'm going to use is Philadelphia cream cheese. About 1/3 to 1/2 of a cup is appropriate depending on the size of the tomato. And so I'm just going to go somewhere about like that. And I would say about 2 tablespoons of Parmesan. And then also what I have here is some chopped garlic. You can use about 1 to 2 cloves per tomato depending on your love for garlic. I really like garlic, so I'm going to just go ahead and get crazy and use the whole thing. And then also what I have here is some dried Italian spices. It usually consists of basil, oregano, and thyme. And so I'm just going to add probably about a teaspoon of that, maybe just a pinch more. I like my stuff really green, maybe, yeah, a little over a teaspoon. So I have some optionals here. I have some toasted pine nuts, which are really good, but if you have allergies to nuts, probably not a good idea. So I'm just going to put just a little pinch of those in there. And then the other thing, which I really love, is some crushed red peppers. I love spicy in my food, but depending on your heat meter, you could go for it or not. So I have some people that don't always like the spicy. So I'm just going to mix this together, make sure that all the ingredients marry, as my mother would say, and make sure they're nice and mixed thoroughly. Get that there. Okay, and then what I'm going to do is go ahead and take this mixture and stuff it inside of the tomato. You have to kind of be gingerly about it so that you don't break down the outside of the tomato, because like I said before, you're going to be baking this, so you don't want to get it any softer than it already is without its insides. It's a little vulnerable. So what I'm going to do with this stuffed tomato is top it with breadcrumbs. And what I use for breadcrumbs is I have some leftover garlic bread. You can make breadcrumbs out of croutons, out of crackers, the heel of the bread, which most people don't like anyways, and just add a little Italian seasoning. And so I'm just going to go ahead and stick a little of that yummy stuff right on top of there. And then I'm going to get out my baking dish. And what I'm going to do is bake this at about 450 degrees for 10 minutes. Make sure and put just a little bit of olive oil on the bottom so your tomato doesn't stick. And just rub it on there. And then voila, you have a stuffed tomato. And here is the finished product that I have. And then what I'm going to do is plate it right here. This plate's actually really special to me. I got this plate from my grandma, and she's actually here cooking with me today and every day. And she's the one who taught me how to make the best of what I have. She grew up in the Depression and had to just use all of her means to get by, which right now we all understand that. So this side dish can be paired really well with, say, herb chicken, or if you have like a red snapper and some red sauce maybe, or if you're vegetarian or like me don't have a bunch of ingredients, I have some pasta that I mixed with sauteed garlic and just lightly sauteed spinach. I'm just going to put that there right now. Oh, delicious. Oh, yummy. And then you can just top this right here. And this pasta already has garlic. It has garlic, spinach, olive oil, butter. But I'm just going to drizzle just a little more on there because olive oil is so good for you. How could you not have? Overdo it, overkill. And then just a little bit of salt to give it a little kick. And then I'm just going to put a dab of this here fresh oregano. So I'm so glad again that you were here with me today in my kitchen. My name is Jamie Lee, and don't forget to cook with your heart.